Hi James.
Morning Catherine.
So day 2 of the championships is this Saturday. Let's go through our runners. So you've got Sultry Feeling in race 3.
Yeah, Sultry Feeling, we're standing with her right now. She has excellent form. She's coming out of the Magic Night where she ran a very good third behind Bring Me the Maid, who ran third in the slipper, and Peggy Jean, who since has stepped out and won the Group 1 size produce stakes. So, you know, going into the Royal Randwick Stakes, which used to be the Keith Mackay, a race that in the past has been won by horses like Streamer. She's got excellent form, and this race, we've really used this race as a grand final for her. So we would like to think that we're bringing her to a peak this weekend, and she's just taken a little bit more experience out of her recent racing. She raced, quite greenly in the Magic Night. The jockey Jason Collett, his comment was that he wished he could have stayed to the inside of Donnell there. It might have helped her with a horse on her outside attack the line a little bit more professionally. As it was, she sort of ran around a little bit in clear space, and getting to Randwick, this will be her first time on the course proper. She's handled a heavy at Rose Hill. Hopefully she handles a different sort of heavy at Randwick, and she can show the sort of home ground advantage that we will need in order to beat promising horses like Memorial coming out of the slipper, a horse called Amicus that won in the midweeks, the same day Hallowed Crown won, as well as another promising horse out of the Darley camp by the name of Shamari. So a good race for big money, but she's been training well. She's probably training just as well as she was before the Magic Night, and hasn't really gone forward on the training track. But I'm hopeful that with a little bit more race experience, she goes forward another length on race day to be really sort of in the mix in that race, despite the fact that she's still 10-1.
So next up after that is race 4, and you've got Shamalia in that one.
Yeah, so we have Shamalia there. Excellent run in the Gosford Guineas. Every time I watch the replay, I still let out a cheer at the 200 because it looks like she's going to win. But the filly just had a lot to do. The barrier meant we had to give up a lot of ground. We've now drawn 2 with a rail out 6 metres at Randwick. That's really going to be to our advantage because we don't have to pick up as many lengths. And there's one horse that is training really well, out of the stable. Very happy with her work on Tuesday. Again this morning, she was well held together, but did a really good job. She just lives a couple of boxes down, and she's had her head stuck in the feed bin and nibbling away at her hay throughout the morning. So she's a happy filly, and she goes into the Gosford Guineas. As a horse that doesn't really need to improve too much because she's got the win over the favourite Sidestep. The second favourite, the grey horse that raced in the Gosford Guineas, just got the better run than she did on the day, and she just might arguably have a little bit better grounding going into the race on Saturday, having had a run before the Gosford Guineas, which, as you know, was on a really heavy track. It was like biblical rain there that day, and they were very close to calling the race off. So our filly tried hard, and she should be better for it on the race on Saturday. And I just would be amazed the horse could work that well and not go very close to finishing top 3 on Saturday. So that she's probably our better chance.
And then in race 6, you've got Cast in Stone with Craig Williams on that one. Yeah,
so the Oaks has been her long range plan as well for a while now. She's backing up out of the Carbine, which I'm hoping is the right race. I think that Gypsy Diamond's one of the best fillies in the country, and she was a few lengths behind her, but it's a really different sort of territory going into a 1.5 miles, and I think if our horse is just showing the right signs by the 600 and tacking on and picking up runs, she's got the stamina and her pedigree. We're hoping that the first time we let her show on race day is the time that she gets the chance to run in the $1 million Group 1 for her owners. She's out of a Sadler's Well mare, and everything she's done at the track has just suggested that a 1.5 miles will be right up her alley. So hopefully that's the case on Saturday, and she's got the class with a significant advancement in her rating within one week. She's got the class to do that.
Good luck for the championships day 2.
Thanks very much, Catherine.